Welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan Lugo. Thank you so much for tuning in here on Saturday, September 16th. We've got Jaguars versus Chiefs bold predictions. The Jaguars are hosting the Chiefs after losing twice to them in 2022, including a divisional playoff loss. We've got a playoff rematch here in week 2. Chiefs are coming off a bitter loss at the hands of the Lions in the NFL season opener. Jaguars got a week 1 road win over their division rivals, the Indianapolis Colts. We will dive into these bold predictions for Jaguars versus Chiefs right now. If you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop, pick up some new Duval gear if you want to support the channel even further and look good while doing it. Again, that's genjag.com/shop. All right, bold predictions. I think this is a Calvin Ridley and a Christian Kirk game. The Calvin Ridley part, not really a bold prediction, right? I think it's easy to see that Calvin Ridley is the Jaguars wide receiver 1, that he is an incredibly difficult cover. The Chiefs, they run a lot of cover 2, but they also run a lot of man coverage. I don't think either of those looks, unless they're giving Calvin Ridley extra attention, is going to work against Calvin Ridley with Trevor Lawrence throwing him the football and Doug Peterson and Press Taylor dialing it up. More of the bold prediction here, though, is the Christian Kirk game, right? I think Kirk, he's going to excel from the slot in this game. Even if you do have Trent McDuffie on him, the situations that Doug Peterson and Press Taylor in this offense are able to put slot defenders in, very disadvantageous. And I think Christian Kirk, coming off of a down week in week 1, coming off of 2 fairly big performances against the Chiefs last year, but both of them, you wanted just one more catch from Christian Kirk, one more big catch down the field in both of those games, and the results could have been dramatically different, right? You had a couple unfortunate drops from Christian Kirk last year against the Chiefs. I think he's going to be motivated to have a big week. I think he's going to have over 100 yards receiving for the Jacksonville Jaguars in week 2. I think Calvin Ridley will have over 75, maybe over 100 as well. That would be quite the sight. 2 receivers with over 100 yards for the Jacksonville Jaguars would be something else. But I think both of those guys are poised for a big day. And look, they could figure out how to spread it around to different folks, right? You've got a lot of guys to throw the football to. Evan Ingram, Zay Jones, Travis Etienne had a pretty big day out of the backfield in week 1. So we'll see how it plays out. But I think Christian Kirk's going to get going after a down week, after a couple disappointing drops against the Chiefs in 2022. I also think that Travis Etienne will have over 100 total yards in this one. As I mentioned, the Jaguars, they were getting him involved in the passing game in week 1. I think that will continue to an extent in week 2 against the Chiefs. He's just got so much speed. I think he's a guy that he's growing as a down-to-down running back, certainly, and basically what is his second year. 2022 was essentially his rookie year after missing his entire rookie season with the Liz Frank injury. So Travis Etienne, he is growing into his role, but he is still a home run hitter. You saw that late in the game against the Colts last week. This is a guy that can break away at any time. I think he will have a couple long runs for the Jaguars, or maybe a screen pass here, a catch out of the backfield there, and he's going to end up with another game of over 100 total yards. He's going to be on track to hit over 1,700 total yards in 2023. Defensively, I'm going to say Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker, for the second straight week, each record a sack. And for me, this is really bold because Mahomes is so hard to get to the ground. You saw it twice last year, Jaguars versus Chiefs. They just could not get hands on Mahomes. When they were able to create pressure, he was able to evade it and then capitalize on the vacant space that you left behind trying to chase him down. So it's tough because you have to contain Patrick Mahomes and you also have to try to hit him. Much easier said than done. But I think for me, this is me saying that I think Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker have a lot to prove. I think they feel that they have a lot to prove in this game. And I think that they're a lot better than Donovan Smith and Jawan Taylor, the players they're going to be going up against. Could be wrong. We'll see how it plays out. Obviously, Jawan Taylor is going to be someone that a lot of folks are watching this week after what happened in week 1 with all the illegal formation complaints and false start complaints. I don't think he's going to be drawing false starts, but perhaps illegal formation if he's lined up too far in the backfield. We'll see how it plays out. But I think Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker, for the second straight week, each record a sack. I also think I predicted a Tyson Campbell interception last week. This week, I think Andre Sisco is going to get his hands on the football and make a big play for the Jaguars defense. He's due for one, in my opinion. I think he is their biggest playmaker, their biggest ball hawk in the secondary. I think he's going to get his hands on one from Patrick Mahomes this week. I also think Jamal Agnew is going to be trying to make up for his fumble, his miscue late in that divisional round. And I think he's going to have a couple big returns for the Jaguars, multiple returns of 30, 40 plus yards to get the Jaguars in some really good field position, some advantageous situations to try to put points on the board for their offense. Look, I think the Jaguars, they're going to get a couple key stops in this one. I think they're going to win in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs are going to score 27, the same amount they scored in both matchups last year. But the Jaguars, they're going to be able to score just a little bit more. I think I've got them with a 30-27 win over the Chiefs. Jags get the job done. Let's be honest here. It is a coin flip. But I do think being at home will help the Jaguars. Not only will the bank be rocking when the Jaguars are on defense, and we know how loud it can get. We saw it last year twice with the Titans game and then the Chargers game. But the offense will not be having to deal with that Arrowhead crowd that is unbelievable, like they were in both contests in 2022. I think that will help the Jaguars out. I also think Travis Kelce and Chris Jones coming back does help the Chiefs, but I don't think it's going to help quite as much in week one. Both guys are still kind of, Travis Kelce, it was questionable if he was even going to play. I think he's still officially listed as questionable, but they say he'll play. I think he will play. But will he be the Travis Kelce that you're trying to throw the football to 15 times a game and just eviscerate the Jaguars defense with the Travis Kelce show? I don't think so. Chris Jones, I don't know how he's going to go out there and play, 60% of the snaps, 70% of the snaps in this one after not participating in training camp or the preseason and just getting back this week. I know he stayed in good shape, but being in good shape versus football shape, not the same thing. So I don't think those two are going to have quite the impact on the game that they generally would because it's their first games back, but we'll see how it plays out. Again, Jaguars 30, Chiefs 27. It is going to be a teal out. If you're going to the game, wear your teal and prepare to be very loud to support your Jacksonville Jaguars. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit me up on Twitter at Jordan DeLugo. Give me your bold prediction for this game. You can give me your score prediction as well. You can also follow Generation Jaguar at Generation Jag. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. You can also support the channel further by checking out genjag.com/shop, picking up some new Duval gear like the hat I'm wearing right now. Y'all have a good one.